Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So, compactness.
Terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Ronaldinho gets across and deals with it. And he skips past his man. Well timed, excellent interception. Kaká showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And reclaimed it in a trice. Delivered across. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the shot! Missed by a fraction. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Ronaldinho. Knocks it out wide. Ronaldinho. Aimed in towards the centre.
They've certainly set out to...
Vieira!
Yeah, really.
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lazio have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Lazio! And Lazio score first. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Lazio are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. Lazio clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Carlos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now. Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Messi. Tries to pass it through. He can run onto that. There's the shot! He's having a go! Oh, it's hit the post! Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Looking for the run. Vieira. Pinches it off him. Kaka. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And here's Messi. And this is Hullet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's played it long. Messi is onto it in a flash. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And it's Cruyff. And the through ball. Roberto Carlos.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Portugal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. And here's Hullet. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Vieira. It's a good spell of possession, this. And Cruyff! It's bounced back off the post. Lahm gets rid without sophistication. That is a great pick out. Now it's Hullet. Chance! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Lazio are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there.
Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too caged.
Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! That is a gem! An absolute gem! The second half sparked straight into life. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
I just thought that was going to hit the outside of the post for a moment there, but it just curled enough to catch the inside for a very good strike.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Passing nice and neat. Hullet. Kaka. Nicely weighted ball. Can he get it through? He's in a good position. Can he finish? Superb from Hullet! A finish right from the top draw. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a key interception. So, can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Now it's Messi. It'll be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 22, Kaká. Viene sostituito con il numero 11, Drogba. Cambio di giocatori.
Ronaldinho. Portugal perhaps contemplating their next change here. It's Drogba! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Maldini cuts out the pass. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That looks a cracking ball. Son Heung-min was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rijkaard. And this is Hullet. Played out to the right. Hullet. That was good alertness. Roberto Carlos. Lazio finding their passes. He's a sharp little ball here. Hullet is offering some sort of an... Hullet! Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivers with whip. Oh, who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Son Heung-min. No way through. Koeman. A picture of focus and alertness. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Into the last quarter of an hour. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Messi. And he's decided to go for it. Chance here to counter. And it's Ronaldinho. And he's in on goal. And the finish! He has done it! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 19.
Lazio are making a change now. This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Now it's Cruyff. Now that looks a decent ball. Bale. And this is Bale. Now that he gets big. He should have put that one away.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown. Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now there's a fine ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Look at the space here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Header! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Big chance, corner.
Sostituzione per la Lazio.
Desperate defending required here.
Lascia il campo per il numero 10. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Extravagant effort! Oh, that is rather wayward. Lahm makes the interception. Now it's Hullet. It's run loose here. Thinks about the shot. Koundé has it in a wide position. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's away we go then. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Cafu. Nice-looking ball. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, smashing header! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
He's going for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And it's Cruyff. Cafu. Plays it across. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. River Plate with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's a poor one. Pullet might just make this. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Roberto Carlos. Zola. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Chance for Kanu. There's the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's taking no chances there.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Cruyff producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Shot could be on. Now there's a fine ball, and he's managed to get free. Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Davids. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Oh, that's fabulous. And pull it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And a shot! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Portugal go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That is a brilliant interception. Out towards the flank. Deflected behind for a corner kick. River Plate have their third corner. Look at the space here. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's gone route one. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Chiellini cuts out the pass. Turan. It's run loose here. And this is Zola. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Ronaldinho.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neatly clipped into space. And he shoots! In for the pieces! Same again, same outcome.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Yeah, can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, that was vital. Zola. Zola going full tilt down the left. Ah, good steal, he just read it. And he was quick to react. Now he's got space here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Portugal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Portugal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Caros espectadores, por favor mantenham os vossos bilhetes por perto, pois vamos anunciar os vencedores da lotaria de hoje. Substituição para Portugal. Número 23.
Here we go again.
Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 18.
Cafu. Portugal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
That's an imaginative pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. Here's Kanu. Now it's Gullit. Cruyff looking to be a menace in the final third. Ronaldinho. Gullit. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's through, it's 1-0 Cruyff! It's there! And this is getting better and better. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, He took his time and he put it where very few can.
So the lead now is 2.
You could certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Now it's Hullet. Son Heung-min. That's a sharp little ball. Decent chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Corner number 2 then. Cruyff with the short one. It's Son Heung-min! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Portugal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, their manager seems to have them.
Great chance! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Portugal are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. The error shows great strength. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
E vai entrar para o seu lugar com
Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Koundé. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And this is Son Heung-min. Well, that's well spotted. Davids. Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he get on the end of this? He's being urged to shoot. And a chance! They've done it! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. He's in plenty of space here. Chiellini calmly anticipates.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Here's Kanu. Neymar. Davids. Cafu. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
River Plate get their 4th corner. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. And he welcomes it in. Cruyff does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good take. Bullet! Pirlo. Cafu. Now it's Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! No, got right underneath it. Now it's Cruyff.
Foram indicados 4 minutos.
That looks a decent ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. 4 extra minutes added on. Looking for the run. Played into space out wide. Showing good feet. That's headed upfield. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that will be it. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Rice takes control of it and he's on the move. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And this is Ronaldinho. He is through here. Zola. Gattuso. Gattuso going full steam ahead down the left flank. That's Guardiola. Raul. And it's Rice. Raul. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, it's Van Basten.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Cruyff. Crosses it, climbs up big! In for the pieces! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Cruyff. Cross needs to be good. That is a brilliant interception. And that is... He's gone for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Rice. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Ronaldinho. And this is Van Basten. And the finish! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he shoots! Brilliant! A finish of true class! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Ronaldinho simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Hullet. And this is Van Basten. Zola. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Bebeto. Shapes to shoot! Rice with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. Zola. Zola running with the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Solar. Solar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Zola. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Zola. Rice. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cruyff. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. He rises! Harmlessly behind. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Bebeto. Rice. Raul plays it in. Bullet. Vieira. Now he's off and running. That has been cut short. Zola. Bebeto.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Now it's Rice. Ronaldinho, looking understandably energised after his goal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the whistle goes for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the second half gets underway. And it's Hullet. That has been slung wide. Hullet. Now it's Ronaldinho. Quick look, then plays it in. Raul. Oh, good read. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Out towards the flank. That is lovely. And Bastoni.
Portugal clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Raul. Gattuso. Gattuso goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And it's Rice. Looking for the run. And he was alert to it. Vieira. Always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bebeto. Zola takes the shot. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Zola is offering a wry smile there.
Adams gets across to intercept that. Gattuso. And here's Mbappe. Great vision. Rijkaard. Bebeto proves just a little bit too strong. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Can he spark a counter here? Time and again they are repelled. Not the most accurate pass.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 12. Número 7.
Portugal still have the cards to affect this game.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
And this is Ribery playing in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! He will be livid with himself. Looking for options for movement. And Ribery! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Ronaldinho. Up he goes! Oh, crossbar! It's in! Mbappe at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Mbappe.
Oh, great feat, that.
Guardiola. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Terrific header! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Now it's Mbappe. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Pull it. And this is Ronaldinho.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, good-looking ball. And he welcomes it in. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Gullit. Now it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And for a moment, time stood still. Quality ball. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. In by oh, smashing header! Bellingham. And we're done. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic once he comes inside. Anything is possible.
Tonali. Koundé. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Stood up well to him there. Looking for the run. Van Basten is having a shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's the keeper's ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Van Basten. Udogi. Over to the left. Bojan Krkić going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold...
And the keeper's given it away. Vieira. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. Bojan Krkić purring through the gears. Delivers the ball, punched away. Van Basten was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great ball, and he's in here. Chance! Has another go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Melbourne City with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Messi goes short. Oh, outsmarting him this time. No way through, so back it comes. He's having a go! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Tonali actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Van Basten can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. 15 minutes till half-time. This looks great chance! It's loose and... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Udogi has it in a wide position. And he's had a hit! Just swings wide.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation.
bola,
It was a genuinely fine effort.
Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. Pull it. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's good. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's fabulous. Maldini, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's in on goal. And this is Bojan. Now, what about this cross? Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Benatia kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ronaldinho. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. And it's Messi. And here's Bojan, looking to play him in. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Portugal happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 12. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o número 18.
Here we go again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Ambitious ball here. That has been cut short. Portugal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now...
And the shot! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Vieira. That is a brilliant interception.
Portugal really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And he's away. Azar driving forwards. There's some great Bellingham! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Melbourne City get themselves into the... And the shot! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So all square and not for the first time.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Benatia cuts it out. Azar. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Bojan. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And a chance! He's got a goal! Into the lead once more. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Melbourne City take the lead.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Ronaldinho! And yes, it's there! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was a given. It always was.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Cruyff under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Son Heung-min with the short one. Chooses to go back. He's going for goal! And that's a real chance missed.
Koundé has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And they can counter here. Can he get on the end of this? Not the most accurate pass. Udogi. Azar does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Azar. Oh, this is a very good run. Out towards the flank. Great vision. And he's picked it up out wide. Tries the cut back. Can he finish? Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Melbourne City take the lead. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And they're back on the ball again. Well, that pass isn't the best. Neymar.
That's that.
Oh, can he get onto this? So that's it. It is all over. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too, and that allows him to weigh his through balls to near perfection, as well as keep hold of it when he's under pressure. He's a real leader out there, someone who can take control of the game and maintain it.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Donatoni. Now that's well seen too. Nicely weighted ball. And this is chance for a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Alexander-Arnold calmly anticipates. Gets a good foot in there. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Can he get it through? Cruyff! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Cruyff is offering a wry smile there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cruyff with the short one. Cross to the back post. He's got tall. And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
That's a cute ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And here's Son Heung-min. And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
And it's Vieira. Koundé. And the return pass. Now it's Hullet. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cruyff with the cross. He gets big. And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy. You lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Cruyff. And there's green grass ahead of him. Great, there's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Danger averted for now. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Neatly clipped into space. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, nice touch. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Zanetti. Alonso! Alexander-Arnold. Son Heung-min, who's on a run down the left wing. And he cuts out the supply. Portugal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Ronaldinho. Now Modric. Nicely aimed pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Howson. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
In once more, and he was alert to it. Bullet. The ball has bounced loose now. He's being urged to shoot. Zanetti played into the... climbs up big! And he was there to get a... And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum. And they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Portugal, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Teremos uma substituição.
There's the start of the second half.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Rijkaard looking for a runner.
Portugal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Son Heung-min looking for options for movement. He can get that clear. And that should get the job done. Bastoni. And this is Cruyff. Chance! Oh, taken with style. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
He is through here. Crosses it in here. And that is expertly dealt with. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Iwobi. Tries to play it through. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Pele can see things others simply cannot. He's on it. Can he get a real chance? He has done it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Brazil really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Berbatov. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lofted upfield. Pele. Spread neatly. Howson. Into the last quarter of an hour. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Caught offside that time.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 9, camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de
Well timed,
camisa
excellent
20,
interception.
camisa 10.
Rijkaard.
Substituição.
Pele. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. It's a goal kick. Davids. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Berbatov. Ambitious ball here. And this is Ronaldo. It's a mighty effort. They've scored! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 14.
Brazil making another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now, the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Rijkaard tries to pass it through. Vieira gets a foot in here. Chance here to counter. Now it's Grealish. And here's Messi. Picked out brilliant. Big chance! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Portugal take... And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The excitement already palpable.
Galatasaray against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's been a high achiever all through his career, and that winning mentality remains very, very strong.
Yeah, the judge keepers by absence of mistakes, and he makes very few.
I'd be happy playing with him behind me.
Now it's Cruyff. No way through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Played in by... He rises! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he's managed to get free. Modric. Messi charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's away! Oh, super ball!
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Messi. Chance here to counter. Yamal caresses it through. And the shot! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Galatasaray are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead. Yamal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Galatasaray with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Suarez, he's going for goal!
Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Serginho is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cruyff. Bullet.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. And the finish! And it's in! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Half an hour played now. Ronaldinho. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Luis Suarez. Takes a shot! And he's there to belt it away. It's going to be another throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Galatasaray have their second corner now. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Roberto Carlos, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Elects to cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That's been cut out, well played. Aim forwards. That is good alertness. Ronaldinho knocks it into space, and he's there to make the challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Cross to the back. Chance! Oh, crossbar! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Can he get it through? Oh, that is... Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's in on goal. Now, who's going to be first to this? Not offside that time. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
And we're underway again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Mbappe. Oh, red, nice interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Header! Goal! Portugal are level. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
And here's Mbappe. Now he's off and running. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho powering forward here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lam.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that could set him on his way. The muscular approach does pay off here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And that pass just didn't quite work. Vieira is there, and he can pick it up. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. And it's Lam. Lam takes control of it, and he's on the move. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a sharp pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Gullit looks to get on the end of this. Maldini. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's skewed away. Lam. Well-timed, excellent interception. Ronaldinho. And he was alert to it. Serginho. Yamal. Galatasaray finding their passes. Maldini wins the duel this time. Now, can they get him away? Son Heung-min could try cutting inside here. Dyer deals with that nice and simple. Messi. Mbappe on 2 now and looking for 3. Maldini. Tries to play it through. He's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Galatasaray clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Rijkaard makes the interception. Decent progress down the left. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. A header! Goal! Portugal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 23, Suarez. Number 15, Mbappe. Number 27.
Nice interception, well timed.
Serginho. Number 11,
Vieira.
Jamal.
Azar.
Number 19, Messi.
Looking to
Coming
play
on
him
the
in.
field, Number
Beckenbauer
20,
demonstrating his
Rashford.
defensive quality there.
Number 17,
Portugal
Elias
nearly
Hughes.
finished it off there,
Number
but now it's a
22,
case of waiting for the whistle.
Number 14,
Cross from Maldini.
Number
Well read.
5,
And the danger is averted.
Substitutions taking place.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Great vision. Well, played right into his path. Schmeichel is there to clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. And they're back on the ball again. And he plays one through.
2 added
That
minutes
has
has been
cut
indicated.
short. Nicely aimed pass. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, it's Del Piero. Jorginho. And
Maybe that
there
was good,
goes
my
the
God.
final whistle. Portugal
Maybe that
have
was
won
good.
it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expected buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. We're looking at the new incarnation of the famous Camp Nou, now even more prominent as the symbol of the Catalan capital. So it's away we go then. Son Heung-min making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And this is Cruyff. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's a throw-in. Ignoring. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, that's well seen too. Kupchu. Now it's Maradona. Nicely worked.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Mbappe. And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe! It's an inviting looking ball, that. Portugal yet to have an attempt on goal. Modric is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's a player who has defined a generation. Vieira has a look and plays it forward. Now that looks a decent ball, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Now it's Mbappe. Modric. Some really good ball movement. And Cruyff! And that wasn't far away.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
It's a threatening ball. Neymar. Neymar. Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there. Borussia Dortmund have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. That's an excellent interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Beckenbauer. And here's Neymar. He's gone for goal! Off the post! That's going to go a long way. Now, can they get him away? He's had it taken off him. Engages and forces him off the ball. The ball has bounced loose now. And here's Cruyff. Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Cruyff plays it short. An instinctive delivery. And the keeper beats it away. Well, there's the clearance. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, can he get onto this?
moving this forward.
And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Not the most accurate pass. Belletti, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed into the right in! It's a goal!
Ya
And the
casi
second
tenemos.
half is off to a flyer! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he thumps it clear. Belletti. Oh, perfectly measured that. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. And it's Belletti. That's an imaginative pass. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's a key interception. Mbappe. Modric plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff is fouled. And he is going into that little black book. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Portugal still this single goal behind. It's a promising position, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Belletti. Neymar. Looking for the run. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Nicely shaped ball. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He can run onto that. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
No, that's been intercepted. Out to the right. Cruyff tries making a foray down the right. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh no, what has happened here? Great ball. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
Borussia Dortmund are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's been cut out, well played.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming against Son Heung-min! Really well taken goal. What a moment for the double centurion. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Borussia Dortmund. El dorsal
Borussia
18,
Dortmund choosing to make the first change. Portugal and the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly...
Big header! Harmlessly behind. Facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now it's Tonali, and he's managed to get free. Batistuta was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Cambio de jugadores en el Borussia Dortmund.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with
Serán
pace.
sustituidos por el dorsal 10, Fernando Torres, el dorsal 9, Messi. Cambio de jugadores.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And this is Hullet. That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And this is Ronaldo. Son Heung-min.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Played over towards the opposite flank. And this is Batistuta. This looks promising. And Torres! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Belletti. And this is Messi. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both
Come
sides
to
just going to
Theo.
have to settle for the draw now.
That's a lovely, delicate pass. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Koundé goes steaming forward. Messi providing an outlet on that flank.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Messi. It's Belletti. And it's been played through. He has found the way through. Oh, such a clever touch. And this is Messi. Decent chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
All hands on deck for this one. And he's there to clear it. Modric. There will be 4 extra minutes. Knocks it into space. That is a great pick out. So that's it. It is all over. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yeah, hard to see past him. Header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Thuram, always onto this. Ronaldinho. Modric. And it's Maldini. And here's Son Heung-min. Takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cruyff with the short one. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Modric. Portugal are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Thuram. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's very neat.
That's good play from him.
Oh, that's fabulous. Schmeichel claims it without any fuss.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. And it's Ronaldinho. Koundé. He is just caressing the ball. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes the shot. He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Decent progress down the left. He's had it taken off him. Keane. And Emerson Royale. Denis Suarez. Now it's Thuram. Denis Suarez. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's shifted. It's Luis Suarez! Modric. And it's Maldini. It's a lovely, neat pass. Ronaldinho. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. That is good strength. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cleared without hesitation. And this is... It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Now it's Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. Stood up well to him there. And it's Hullet. Koundé. And That is a little undercooked. Thuram. Luis Suarez. Modric. And he was quick to react. And that's been won straight back. That ball looks a good one. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played into the middle. A heavy challenge. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Some first-half thoughts?
Portugal may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0.
Senhoras e senhores, colaborem com o nosso fundo de reforma do estádio.
And the second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Luis Suarez. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Thuram. And Emerson Royal. Thuram. And it's Denis Suarez. And he's been shifted off it. Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feat that.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that's nice. And this is Hullet. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... And the finish! Sticks it away! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Portugal have broken through. It's 1-0.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now the breakaway. Emerson Royal concedes a free kick for that. And this is Son Heung-min. That's a good ball. And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's going for goal!
Yes,
Well,
program
that was close.
Volvo for. That's a good.
Corner number 2 then. Chance! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Camisa 2.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He has found a way through. Son Heung-min. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Pings in across. Oh, smashing! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether
Pues
you're
yo
a
creo que
striker
acá fue
or not. Just
lo que se
anticipate
señaló.
a goalkeeping
Es de
carry your
actitud.
spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Camisa 9.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference.
Son Heung-min! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Substituição em campo. Camisa
Both sides
9.
then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 99. Deixando o campo para a
Bastoni
entrada
goes back to front.
Camisa 37.
Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this.
Camisa 11.
So
Substituição.
2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
And that has sent him sprawling. Portugal have their third corner. Cruyff plays it short. And it's Koundé. Shot a goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
He came in hard, very hard. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Maldini. Now it's Cruyff. Looking for the run. Pelé picks it up out wide. He gets big. Oh, crossbar!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pelé, plenty to aim at here. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Portugal get their fourth corner. And the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. And that is as far as they're going to go. Koundé has found the net here, of course. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. Very nicely done. Flings in across. That's an excellent interception. Modric getting this one clear.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
No, that's been intercepted. And he's had a hit! Good effort first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Goes for a shot! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
And that's it. Portugal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference.